one of the guys said, I have no business. What should I do, Ray? And he said, you put your hat on and you go and walk up and down Queen Street and you talk to people.
You can still bring value to Superstar. And a lot of business owners don't realise that they need to bring value to their people.
The White family have been very good at keeping traditions throughout the generations. What do you think the secret to that has been?
First of all, if you love what you're doing, that's the biggest breakthrough you can possibly have. And I've never ever wanted to do anything else. It's a joy to see, well, certainly my children, I know Paul's got the same, my children relating to the history, the foundations, what this business stands for. And I have no question that if Ray saw them performing the way they do, he'd say, wow, we got chips off the old block.
Speaking of families, your wife, Rosie, was also involved in the business for a period of time.
My father laid claim to fame that he was the first person to employ a woman in real estate. Imagine that. Can you imagine that today? And my wife was involved in our first training program. We didn't have a formal trainer, but we've subsequently, she started and others sort of took her, came as well. So yeah, it's certainly a family affair.
Let's talk about the future and leadership. Are leaders born or made?
Well, leaders definitely are made. And the trouble about being a born leader is that you have a confidence that you've got something special. You don't really understand what it is that you've got some sort of knack. I've seen so many born leaders fail in business, whereas people who clearly are not a born leader, understanding what is required, they become far more effective.
Exactly. We've had so many unlikely people turn into something extraordinary through training, experience and support.
Speaking of training, I read somewhere that you go and spend a week at Harvard every year. What's one of the big lessons that you've enjoyed from learning from overseas educational institutions?
Oh, there's so many. I go there every year sort of determined to come back with a couple of key principles. The biggest is having the awareness that you must keep attempting to improve. As soon as you think, well, it's up to other people to improve, but not me. I'm the owner of the business. I'm employing you to go and do all the hard things. I'm just going to be that's hopeless. That's always when those lessons often need to be revisited, and it's very tempting to think you're there. My God, I've made it. And there's a phrase we use: if you're there, you're on the way back.
No, I agree with that. I see it a lot in the industry. Companies have got complacent, and within a few years, they start the slippery slide, which is so hard to turn around.
Ray White has a culture of performance, or a culture of encouraging people to perform at their best. What are some of your tips for managing superstars?
You can still bring value to Superstar, and a lot of business owners don't realise that they need to bring value to their people, not just be the boss. It's a terrible word, boss. I hate it. Even first-class salespeople can be better, and that can be a leader of a business providing better support systems. Good communication with those high performers always leads to new ideas that can be implemented.
What's the most important quality of a leader today?
I think it's commitment to the business and commitment to their people, and the ability to bring people through. One of the areas that is so important is that the superstar or the really ambitious person does get the opportunity to sort of achieve their ambitions. Could be part owner, could be succession planning, all these sorts of things need to be there unless things stall and people just dissipate and go elsewhere. because they can't see any future for them.
Both of you have children in the business, fourth generation white family, so Dan, Sam, Ben and Max. What do you wish for your sons as they carry on the Ray White name in the Ray White business?
I just wish they get the same joy and satisfaction that I've achieved. Full stop. Their plans are fantastic. They're chasing their dreams. The pride they have in what is there is huge, a massive asset.
If Ray were here now, looking at the business, what would he say to you both?
I often wonder about that, and I don't know. I have no idea. So I never wanted this business to become just a big brand all over the place. I wanted it to be, nice, small and personal. What have you done? You don't quite know what he might say. I reckon he'd be a bit chuffed.
What would he say to the agents who have mindset coaches and stylists and 5am club to be successful?
Well, a little story that was relayed to me when they're in the CML building in the city. And in those days there was no air conditioning, the windows are open, and some wind blew, and things were sort of happening. And one of the guys said, "I have no business. What should I do, Ray?" And he said, "You put your hat on, and you go and walk up and down Queen Street, and you talk to people." And he did, and he came back, and he apparently found a couple of people wanted to buy something, somebody wanted to sell something. Get back out there and talk to people.